1.
This dungeon walkthrough for the Rookery. You don't have to deal with the affix anymore. We're on a 12. Only week 2 of the season being out, so there's gonna be plenty of stuff I don't know. So just be mindful of that. First thing, if you're ranged, you can stand up here and avoid all the important mechanics that happen. In here, it's basically just the casters just do little lightning bolt zaps on people, and then the big guy, the quartermaster, will do entropy, and it just sends out these little orbs. And you just avoid those by standing up here or seeing which way he's facing, and then it just shoots 3 little balls like in that direction. Bounding Void, I don't know what that does. I think that's the ads that like jump to ranged players, but I don't know. That's also what we're avoiding. I don't know if I should paint up this guy. Probably should have, but now it's too late, so. Oh. Made him use lay on hands, so that's not good. I should have definitely paints up there.
It's radiating dark energy. While you go to the roosts, I will distract them here. We can link up later.
Guys you can purge, they have a little buff on them that just increases their damage, I think. And then the Stormrooks will just do this Energize cast, does a little bit of damage to the group, and then other than that we're just watching the random damage from, the Energize will target a single player and do damage to them. You can see there, now it's on the DH, so we just need to make sure the DH stays topped up. Basically, the only way you die in these pulls right here with just the Stormrooks is just if someone gets the Energize while getting targeted by a bunch of lightning bolts.
Pain suppression.
And then now the Void Rider will do a full AoE on the entire group. Here he does Wild Lightning, we dodge that. Press some defensives. I don't know why I'm... So this localized storm is the thing that will do group damage over the whole entire channel. We save my uppies for the next one. Watching those energized casts. I'm gonna put barrier down for this next AoE. And we will radiance. We will refresh our dot. We'll put our pet out. We'll radiance again. We will penance. And we'll Mind Blast, and it looks like we get to save uppies. We avoid the boss. I mass the spell up for these, and I don't have single purge, so they're just going to do some extra damage with their bolts. Pet, and then we'll use uppies, because I don't have anything else right now. Timing for me to get the Energize. Watching the Energize cast. Staying defensive because I got targeted by a couple bolts, even if they don't actually go off. Still better safe than sorry when we're not in a voice chat with everybody. Healed the tank up a little bit here. We're kind of praying and healing our tank as much as we can. I'm just using defensive penance on him like every single time here. A little double pull here. We target the Void Rider. Since that's the dangerous one, we'll dot a couple of them up first and then retarget it. We'll do the frontal first where we dodge the little swirlies. And he's going to do the group AoE. Defensive here and health pot because I got targeted by the 3 cast and the Energize, so I'd rather just not die. Let's Energize. Get one more AoE here. Not use Evange for it. I was going to use Evange, but since it's already dead, it's fine. We'll last. Or save it for the boss. Now the boss. So first ability, I believe, is just little swirlies on the... Oh, no, it's this AoE thing. This just does a lot of AoE damage. Make sure everyone's topped up for it. And you dodge the lines. And here, just don't be on the grates, and ideally be with your group. Right now, the... Oh my god. Oh my god, we're getting out of here. Okay. I'll re-explain that when we get to it, because that got way too scary, and I was too busy trying to ping the Druid when I probably just shouldn't have worried about it. I get out of the AoE wherever the boss is going to land, and then it repeats from there. Now we're going to get the little AoE circles around us. Use our pet for this one. Need to stop using a PI on people. I need to save it for the Shaman. Hit it again. We're gonna AoE heal. And we're gonna dodge, and then he's gonna do the thing in the middle again. What you want to do is stand not on the grates, because that's always where the lightning will start. You want to be in the middle of these solid platforms. So that whichever way it goes, you're not stuck on the edge like everyone is right now. You're like in a good spot no matter what if you're in the middle. It goes in a random direction. And we're kind of just AoE healing as we get a break. Like each time we dodge one of these circles, we just start casting. And now we dodge wherever he's going to go. I think he just targets a player there for that. We're going to get the Thunder. Pretty fast cast. Otherwise, the boss just repeats after that. The most dangerous part is definitely the intermission and also being able to heal while on the move. The most important thing is just making sure that you're healing after every dodge. So just dodge the circle and then stand still and focus on healing. So like here, we're going to go stand in the middle. And I'm going to Radiance. I'm going to dodge. We dodged the wrong way. We're going to Mind Blast. We're going to dodge. Then we're going to kind of catch up a little bit because I'm behind everybody. Then we plant. We press a Smite. Okay, do a Flash Shield, do a Powered Shield, Flash Heal, Pendants as we move, so on and so forth. So whatever class you're playing, you just want to find things you can do while on the move. Also, when you plant, that's when you do your casted spells. I'm going to just save uppies for downstairs because the trash is pretty scary, so there'll be some parts where we probably want to use it. Don't care too much about our damage in a 12 because I haven't done a 12 yet this season, so I think it's mostly just about surviving, keeping everyone else alive. And then here, I haven't been able to replicate it since the PTR. You used to be able to go all the way down to the bottom with one click, but I can't figure it out. I don't know if I'm just messing it up, but you would go like this way over here, like this, and then you target this little lantern like that. Yeah, see, it doesn't work anymore. Oh, there it did a little bit. I got to skip a platform, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe a better way of doing it, we'll see. And we usually just skip this stuff, but we'll see what the tank wants to do. Here we're targeting the Crusher and the Diffuser, actually, if the Diffuser's out. The Crusher will just target random players and do some damage. The Diffuser will do this pull-in ability, and it just does a lot of group-wide damage, so we're just watching that, and then whatever overlaps with people having the Crusher jump on them during that AoE. Buff for clicking a bird? I don't know about that. I have no idea. Might be something I'm unaware of. The pull-in again. Radiance Penance. Now we target the Crusher. Other guys, as far as I'm aware, just are tank busters, like the Rook Guards. They put a stacking debuff on the tank that makes them do something, or it's a dot, or something like that, but basically just tank damage, just the easiest way to think of it. Diffuser again. Penance. Pet. That was unfortunate. I don't even know what he died to. Fucking Void. Looks like it's a cast on the diffuser. I think it just needs to be kicked. Oh, it's unkickable. It just targets a player and does extra damage, so that's another thing that we need to keep in mind. I thought it was a tank buster, though. But maybe not. We'll keep an eye out on it. See if it targets somebody else. Just gonna use uppies here. Here's the Arcing Void. It targets random players. Okay, so that is another scary overlap. Arcing Void plus the pull-in, because he does it during his pull-in. At least his first one. Here to get a buff for shocking a bird with the feather on your way down. Oh. Yeah, no, I did not know that. Is this one the Stormworks favor? We're LSing these. Just stand up towards the top of the stairs. It looks like the oracles are important. They just spam cast Void Bolt, and then it looks like they do a cast like every 15 seconds that we're going to want to watch out for. Keep an eye out for what that is. Here they're going to cast it. Seeping Corruption. Okay, it's just the curse dispel on a random player, so if you can dispel curses, you want to do that. Looks like I don't PI Shamans anymore because he has not pressed his Ascension, or it's not tracking it properly. Need to update my weak aura. We'll just PI the DH. CS 4-piece. 2 diffusers here. This is absolutely terrifying. And we're about to get clapped because we're on top of the Druid. It's really unfortunate. And they're on top of each other again. Oh, that is such a mess. That's not good. That's just a really bad overlap. We all went to the same corner. It's going to be rough to catch up on. So they're just going to keep doing a lot of damage. Okay, it looks like we are catching back up. Don't chase me. Oh my god, my eyes. I'm getting flashbanged. They're still just like chaining the bolts into each other nonstop. That AoE is massive on it. Okay, that was just... I can't do very much if they don't press defenses there, so... The only thing I could have done is maybe pain up one of them when they were lower HP. Just rough to recover on in general. Look at that damage, dude. That is insane. To my understanding, the DH died there just to the like being inside the circle on the ground. Attracting Shadow, Arcing Void, Attracting Shadow. No, looks like he just got bolted again. Yeah, it's just the bolts while you're getting pulled in. That's what's absolutely terrifying. To set up a thing on Cell to like show the Arcing Void as like a little frame glow or something, so I know who's getting targeted by it every time without a doubt. Yeah, this boss is pretty rough. In things the boss does. Let's go through it one at a time. Got a Corruption, we'll put it on a player. Puts a debuff on a player, it does decent, like a moderate amount of ticking damage to them, so it's on me, and then it'll pass to the closest player. Now it'll go to the Druid, and then we don't want it to pass to us again, so you can't take it like back to back basically. And then that's it. You just bounce it between 4 different players, and then the debuffs go away, and then you're all good. And then the other thing is he's going to do a pull-in, does a heavy amount of damage. A moderate amount of damage, and then he does Crush Reality, targets a player. You avoid it, but you want to make enough room because you got to dodge these tornadoes afterwards. And I think the deadliest overlap is when you have this dot going on people, and then you also have either the pull-in or the crush happening at the same time. Here at the very end, I think, when we get the last debuff, so whoever gets this last debuff right here is going to... So right now it's on the Shaman. So do you see how much damage he took compared to everyone else? because we had the crush and he had the debuff at the same time. So that's like the scary part. Gonna cast Uppies to catch up here. Pass this to the Druid, and then he can walk in melee. There we go. You could see the Druid and I's debuff pass like as he crushed, so I should have used Fade and Disrepair there, or like a Pain Sup. I think that's definitely the best case use of Pain Sup on this fight, if you like aren't using it anywhere specific, is on people that have the debuff while the crush is happening. So right here, no one has it, so we're not going to worry about it. Now I have it, so I'm just going to Fade Disrepair, so I don't have to worry about myself. In melee now. Get a crush on the very last one again. Whoever it passes to next, if it's not the tank. Okay, it went to the tank, so I'm not going to use Pain Sup for that, because that we shouldn't need to. Getting the Chaotic Corruption again, and then it just repeats from there. So now we get the crush on the second one, so right here. So it's going to pass. Just paints up the tank, just as kind of like the reaction to whoever got it, just to see if I could do it fast enough. Future. Also tell who it's going to pass to by just seeing where the debuff is. So like right now it's on the Demon Hunter, so it probably goes back on the tank. I think he had the last debuff charge, so I just wasn't paying attention. But it always passes to the closest player to you. Like whoever has the debuff when it expires, it will just pass to the closest player to them. Here we have two of the Crushers, so we're just watching for who gets targeted by those. And this little debuff goes on people from the Void Ascendant, and then we want to dodge these orbs. He spawns 2 sets of them. And just in a random like little cross pattern in different directions. And he puts the Healing Absorb on everybody, and it's like a dispellable debuff as well, so like right here he's about to do it. So I just Mass Dispel, or you just heal through it and make sure you have AoE healing ready, and then you dodge the orbs. Everyone takes like unavoidable ticking damage until the Heal Absorb is off.
I do not like that it feels darker and colder as we go down.
We're doing okay on time. I don't actually know the dungeons at all, like as far as time-wise goes and stuff, because I haven't really ran them that much. So I guess we'll see.
The Storm Rider way. But what is that? What did Gorren bring here?
And kill all these guys.
We have to take it.
Don't pull them into the big guy. Okay, so the big guy does a cast right here. You can see next to his HP bar, this Void Extraction. Gonna basically any adds that are near him empower him, make him do increased damage. And then he's gonna cast. When the adds die, they do instability, so you just avoid that. It's all the shit on the floor. And then I think other than that, when he does the cast again, I think it does damage based on how many stacks he currently has or something. I actually have no idea. Oh, it's this right here, Unleash Darkness. So it's when he hits 40% HP. Just going to do this channel for pretty much ever, and it's going to hurt really bad. And I don't know how we're going to live this. But we'll see. Paint Sup myself. And then a little penance as we move. Okay, we got it. That channel does more damage the more stacks he has from absorbing the adds that are near him. Now we have another Void Ascendant pull, so we're watching for that Healing Absorb and the orbs. We're getting the Healing Absorb first. So I'm going to prep for that. I'm going to use Mind Blast. And we will Radiance right as it's about to go off. We just penance to heal it off. Not to make this healer specific, but just explaining my thought process, and then you can kind of attribute it to other healers as well. And I will be making like Healing Out Loud videos on every healer for every dungeon this season is the plan. As long as time allows. Here we're not in good shape because I don't have anything to hit, so I'm going to use Uppies to try to recover this. And hopefully it'll just, yeah, it just targets the players who needed it. And now we have these Absorbs, we have the Crushers, so this is a pretty deadly pack. Gonna external the tank. Probably should have saved my Mindbender for when the Voidstone hits 40% HP. Be a little scary. We have 2 penances up, so we should be okay. God, I shielded the tank and he just instant deleted it. Okay, now we move, we penance, we Mind Blast, we move, we sorry, not in penance, we Radiance. And then we will have our Evange for the next one. So right here we Evange as we move. Put a shield on myself just for that. We pet and we penance. There it's just all about you're making sure that you're fitting abilities in between each dodge of like the circles on the floor. Go into the next one. This one we have an Ascendant and a Voidstone, so we're going to focus the Ascendant because we definitely want that to die first. Guy. The Healing Absorb come out right now. We can Mind Blast. And we'll save our pet for the Voidstone. Dodging the orbs. Not really doing anything, we're just waiting for the next Heal Absorb to come out. If it even does in time, it looks like we're going to kill it before. It's going to be really close. Yeah, we got it. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Okay, and then we have this. I'm not ready for this at all because I wasn't paying attention to his HP. We'll press defensives, we'll use our pet, we'll Mind Blast, and then we'll penance as we dodge the next one. And then we can Radiance again. And then we Shadow or Death as we dodge this one. And then we penance as we dodge the last one. There's one more, I lied. Alright, and one more pack, and then we have boss. Boss might take a long time, so I don't know how we're doing on percent still. Or on time and everything. This one just has an Ascendant and 2 Void Crushers, so we don't have the 40% to worry about, so I'm just going to send my pet right away. Also stealth that, so if you have like Shadow Meld and whatnot, you can use that to avoid the Crushers jumping on you. There's the orbs. Get targeted again, I'll try to Shadow Meld it. Shadow Meld that Void Bolt. Since it was not getting kicked. It was about to go off. Is my pet right now, because then it'll come up during the important part during the boss fight, I believe. We actually want to do a lot of healing. This boss, I'll probably take a couple little rounds of like the phase to explain it all, but you want to split up into different sections. Healers in the middle, and then DPS kind of split up between sides. And then you want to make sure you're trying to be in range of everyone. Oblivion Wave's just a tank frontal, so tank will take a heavy hit. An Unstable Corruption right here, it's gonna put a dot on 2 people. You dispel it, but try to move out like there. I should have moved out and then dispelled myself, like you can see there the Shaman did. And then now we get the big intermission. So there's these pillars, circles. You want to put the circles on top of the pillars. You can see there we have 3 pillars and 3 circles. So we put it on top of them, and then it gets rid of the pillars. If the pillars persist, you are going to probably wipe. We want to B-res on this guy, but I don't know where he is. Looks like we're trying to find him. Where's he at? Like under the boss? This. Looks like we got to B-res out. Dispel. Like null upheaval is what it's called. He's gonna go over there and grab that one. We're gonna try to heal up the Shaman here as much as we can. Now when the shield breaks on the boss right here, he takes like burn damage, so he actually takes damage to his health. And this is where we want to be hitting him as much as possible, because you basically have to get rid of the shield to even do damage to him. And then now we have shit everywhere, so it's really hard to get in range of everyone. So we just need to pre-have atonements out on people. Here comes the AoE. Oh, I used it too early again. It's the null upheaval. That's what I need to be planning for. I need to stop dispelling myself in the middle. That was going to be really hard to get used to, is moving out for that. Get this one here, I'll dispel myself, and then we'll paint up the other guy that has the debuff. Now we have the burn phase again. Running over here to be in range of the tank, because the tank bust will be the next thing that happens. Pools do go away eventually, so I can probably take up this spot right here, which is not super ideal, but better than nothing. So I'm going to penance. Oh, I meant to penance myself and run over there, but that's okay. We have the debuff coming out. This time I'm going to remember. I move out before I dispel myself. Right here. Okay, can dispel the Druid because he's far enough away. Shaman got rid of it himself. Use our pet. Use our Radiance. We'll use Uppies. Right next to the pillar. Dispel. We use Uppies. Spell the other debuff. Now we're burning the boss. We use Mind Blast for this burn. Use Mind Blast again before the null upheaval happens, and then we'll get it back up in time. I get the debuffs. If I get it, I'm moving out before I dispel myself. So right here, I move out, and then I dispel myself. And we're just watching the Druid. We get null upheaval, so we'll Mind Blast. Use our pet. Use our Radiance. Use our Evangel. Dispel. I probably should have waited on that dispel because now he's just standing and stuff while trying to get rid of the pillar, so that's my fault. The DH has the other dispel, which is kind of awkward. Looks like he's in range now. Now, if we get the final little bit of burn damage here, and we almost time it, but not quite. That's okay. Not too bad for 8 deaths. Oh, so that is the Rookery. I understand that one a lot more. And I also need to learn how to deal with the dispels and not dispel myself instantly.